Hi strangers, it's Tuesday, and today I'll be telling you a tale of terror. So yesterday after my classes, I was sitting in the corner of the student lounge reading a book. So I could see in my peripheral vision over the top of the book pretty much the entire lounge. And anytime anyone would walk in, I'd kind of reflexively glance up. So someone walks in and I kind of glance up at them real quick and make eye contact for about an eighth of a second with a classmate of mine who I've never spoken to before. I look back down at my book. I can tell from my peripheral vision that he's still looking directly at me. Why is he looking at me? So I'm just pretending to be reading my book here. And he starts to come towards me. Like, why is he walking? Why is he looking at me? Why is he walking towards me? I've never spoken to this guy before. Is it just because I accidentally made an eighth of a second of eye contact with him? Then he stops, and he turns around, and he walks to the vending machines on the other side of the lounge. Okay, I relax, but I'm thinking, when he finishes getting his snack or whatever, is he going to come back over to me? Why is he doing this to me? So I'm reading, or I'm trying very hard to be reading my book, and then from my peripheral vision above the book, I can see that he's coming towards me again. But this is a long lounge, so there are a bunch of chairs between me and him. I'm thinking, sit down in one of those chairs between me and you. Sit down in one of those chairs between me and you. Don't come over to me. And he comes over, and he's coming, and he's coming, and he's coming, and he gets right in front of me, and he veers off and goes to sit on a chair that's kind of about, I don't know, maybe like 12 feet away from me. I don't have a very good frame of reference when it comes to distance. So he goes to that chair. So I'm like, okay, he was just going to a chair that's on this side of the room, whatever. And then he grabs the chair, and he starts dragging it towards me. Now I'm kind of panicking. What's he doing? Why is he doing this to me? I don't know this guy. This is very forward. If the chair was already there, it would have been fine that he sat that close to me, but it's a little weird that he dragged the chair that close to me. So he sits in the chair sideways, so he's facing me. But he's got his backpack in front of him, and he's fumbling around in the backpack. I'm like, oh crap, what's going on? At this point, I'm not actually reading my book, because I can't focus on it. I'm just kind of like staring at the page, focusing very hard on watching him out of my peripheral vision, and keeping a blank face. Just, I'm reading. I don't care what you're doing. Please don't talk to me. So he finishes fumbling around in his backpack. And then he starts to do this, leaning towards me. Now I'm sweating. He's leaning towards me out of his chair. And then he plugs his laptop into the outlet right next to my chair and goes about his business. I'm never sitting next to an outlet again. So that's my tale of my awkward social situation from yesterday. I hope you enjoyed my story. Back in January, I mentioned the challenge that I was going to try to be better with time management. I'm still not better at time management, but I'm working on it. I'm trying. More updates soon. Tomorrow, you'll see Crystal, I think. We've got so many subs and like people switching like time slots right now that I'm kind of getting confused and I don't know what's happening when anymore. Anyway, I'll see you in 2 weeks. DFTBA.